This it's Big Jim, Aaron V's over there, producer Ryan here. I want to jump on a couple quick things this morning. So I'm watching this Netflix thing, right? It's about aliens. Bob Lazar in Area 51. The dude was like an engineer that worked at Area 51 and saw these antimatter drives and something called S115, and they were trying to engineer. This is 30 years ago. So we find out when you watch it on Netflix, the dude lives here in Michigan. He's outside of Lansing. I'm telling you, when you watch this, it's going to freak you out because he's not a nut job. He doesn't scream and yell. He's a normal engineer. He says, look, I never saw any aliens. They called them the kids, but I saw an alien spaceship, and we worked on an antimatter drive that we were trying to reverse engineer to figure out how it worked, and that's how the ships got around. And they had something called S115 was this element that they can't figure out. So that's what he's been raided by the FBI multiple times.
Oh, yeah.
People, I mean, when you start watching it, people have denied that he ever worked for them, and then they had proof that he did indeed work for them. So here's my question. This is what I was thinking about on the way to work this morning. I was going to ask you guys, what will it take to convince people that UFOs are real? I'm not saying they are or they're not, but what would it take to convince people that UFOs are real?
Oh, one would have to, like, land in your backyard, or it would be like something out of Independence Day where it's like hovering over the Empire State Building.
So there's nothing other than that. There's nothing that, like, if we see photos, we're not going to believe them. We already don't. Videos that we've seen so far, what was the ones over Oregon? The one that just stopped and went the other way, and the Navy guys, the fighter pilot
and
ones?
all the audio from the fighter pilots.
Right. We don't buy that.
I think most people wouldn't believe until it came down and you actually got anal probed. Seriously.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
No, think about it.
I think somebody just wanted to be anal probed and started this whole alien thing about anal probing. You know what they do, don't you? They stick it right up your butt.
Yeah.
Big long finger right up your ass.
Yeah, they're going to come down and be like, where'd you guys come up with that one? No, we're not into that.
You guys have anything to say? Yeah. The whole butt thing. Stop it. We don't do that.
Yeah, we're not into it.
Do you believe that they did experiments on people, though?
Who, the aliens?
Yeah.
Not those guys in Louisiana that we've played their sound now for 20-something years. I don't know. I don't know what the deal is. I mean, maybe the government's kind of, like you were saying, Ryan, they're kind of slowly rolling out information so we can process it.
That's been my theory for a long time, is that they're slowly giving out all this evidence so that when they do fully, or when aliens do come here, or they fully show everything that they do have, people aren't going to just flip out. Because you think if the government came and said, okay, they are real, here's everything we have, here's our proof, because I think that's what it'll take if the government comes out and shows us a bunch of stuff.
See, I wouldn't believe them then.
No?
I think the government are covering, government conspiracy theories.
I don't know. I went to Roswell on a road trip one time on my way out to Arizona. I drove through New Mexico. That town is creepy.
Yeah.
Everything is all alien, everything.
Bob Lazar, though, it's a pretty cool Netflix thing. The only thing you have to skim through there is Mickey Rourke is doing the narration for it, these little segments. And it's like they said, you know what we need? We need someone that you can't understand what they say. Mickey Rourke! So it's like the guy talks about and explains what he had done, and then it comes to Mickey Rourke going, and then you go out with aliens with the starship with the
Yeah, no, I couldn't handle
It's
that.
like, we got it narrated by a guy who we think has the same voice as aliens.
Have you ever listened to George Norrie's show, though, Coast to Coast with George Norrie?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he talks about, too, you would think it's absolutely like a
Art
bunch
Bell,
of...
man. Back in the day,
Back
Art
in the
Bell
day.
was out in midnight hours. Dude. And it's wild. And then the dude lives here in Michigan now, Bob Lazar. He's over by Lansing. It's about an hour,
I'll have to look
hour and a
into
half
this.
from here.
I just think if you
United
think
Nuclear.
that we're like the only thing out in the universe, you're crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, there's other people who've been butt probed. Just the aliens? Never mind. The other thing I want to mention real quick was Jim Brewer, the comedian, was talking about the 4th of July, and he reminded me about something that is so true. Everybody getting ready to shoot off fireworks now, right? Is it like now till the 5th or something?
Yeah, the new
It's legal
Michigan
today,
law, you can launch fireworks as early as June 29th and as late as the 5th of July.
Cool. So you're done on Friday. Yeah.
Until
I'm sure because
11:45
nobody's going to be
p.m.
shooting off fireworks over the weekend. But Brewer brought up a great point. When you bought the big firework, the box, the grand finale one, right?
Yep.
You don't announce the name of it. You never say the name of it. You say how much it cost. So when someone says, like, we're going to shoot off fireworks, we're guys ready? Gonna use the $37 one. Get the 30. He's got the $37 one.
That's true.
And the kids had to hide behind a car, and then you had to shut the screen door because the screen door was going to stop a firework from coming at you. Right? Grandma had to go inside the house. We always kicked my grandma in the house, and we had to hide behind the door, or the car door, when we launched them. Is that weird? Well, your house, I'm sure you guys were shooting them at each other.
Oh, I mean, one of my famous things that I used to get in trouble, I got in trouble for because 3 cars popped their tires, is I used to break bottle rockets, break them off, and throw them in glass beer bottles, and then throw the beer bottles up into the sky, and then just watch them burst.
Seriously?
Right in the middle of my subdivision.
We did bottle rockets at the playground at night. That was our thing. We would put them in Coke bottles.
Shoot them at each other out of the
night.
Coke bottle.
Yeah, out of the Coke bottle. Not,
I don't know. We had half sticks of dynamite at one point, threw them into the lake. That was fun.
in Mount Clemens.
No, that was up north in Ortonville at the cottage.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's okay though. I told you though, man.
The fish didn't think so.
Our buddy Bill decided to set off an M80 on top of his mailbox so everyone could see it, and he blew his mailbox
yeah,
up.
yeah.
He totaled it.
I know. We used to torture my one cousin though, and we'd make him sit on a coffee can and blow up M80s underneath it because that was a great idea.
You can't use torture and fireworks in the same thing. Unless
Poor
you're
kid
using
had
the anal probe
shrapnel
thing.
in his butt.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Oh, God.
Sit on this thing. Really?
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah.
I had nothing to do with that. That was all
Really?
my brothers.
Let's put some nails in the can before we do it too.
Right, exactly, yeah.
It's a pipe bomb.
I think that's
Who's your brother, Timothy Kaczynski? I mean, what the
the calling them by the price though. I think that just became natural to people because of the names of the fireworks.
Absolutely.
You
announced
got like
it, man.
Wild Wet Willies.
It's true.
You know what I mean? I don't know where I was going with that one, but
Oh, I think you're going back to the old alien thing again is where you're going.
Are we really going back to anal probing?
You started it.
I
No.
know.
Aaron started that whole
I
anal
did.
thing. Bro.
that's a
So-
firework. Area 51's anal probe. It's got to be.
Oh,
It's silver.
Stop. I'm the dirty one on the show. What is going on with you two today? All right. Anyway, no. We're back in the studio here. Everybody have a great